Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I just got the mail a few minutes ago and I wanted to show you what came in. I got a number of postcards from my postcard collection. Some of them came out really amazing and some didn't. Here's from the postmaster of Montgomery Creek, California. And there's a cancel there. That's an envelope they sent my stuff in. They gave me back my envelope. I'm going to just toss that. I don't need that for anything. And here is the postcard I sent. I just sent a random one that I had laying around, an old 2-cent, and added a mixture of new and old stamps on there. It came out really pretty nice looking. I'm trying to... There we go. And they also nicely showcase their cancel on the back. So that's how it's done. Other post offices watching, that's how you do it. So that was a neat one. This one is from Bangor, California. I just sent out a random chipmunk or whatever, squirrel chipmunk, and the machine ate the stamps and ripped the cancel. So I'm going to have to try to tape the stamps, glue the stamps back together and see if I can get that to show. I'll just grab the other one here in just a second. Okay, I've got two other postcards here. This one, I know it's South Bend, Washington. There's a South Bend, Washington courthouse, I believe that's what that was. But the cancel, if you look at the old Will Rogers stamp from the 70s, and if you look at the additional ounce stamp there, the cancel did not stick. So say what you will about old stamps and versus the new ones. I do not like the new ones, so I try to do a mix of them if I can. But anyway, so there's that one, and I'll write down South Bend on the back of the card, probably about right there. This one came kind of beat up, well, but it came from Skagway, Alaska, and this one I had purchased on eBay via auction for a few cents. I was high bidder at, I don't know, 12 cents at the most. And this stamp kind of got a little folded here, but we'll paste that one back down. There's Skagway, and those stamps actually work pretty good. It just really depends on the ink, I guess. The black ink seems to work pretty well. Some of that red stuff doesn't work too well. And I noticed some stamps work a little better than others. And so there's that one. That'll just fold right down perfect. I got one package, which is the main gist of the video here today. It came in this Do Not Bend envelope. Do Not Bend, another plain white envelope. I purchased these at $1 a piece with some sort of minor shipping. I got two packets. My only concern is that when you're shipping almost 20 tobacco cards here, do not put them in a plain white envelope. That came in these little baggies here. But if you imagine trying to get these in here, look at how easy it is. You could damage every single one. So I'm going to trim off the top of the bag and show you these. These are from 1925. I can rip that open there and see how easy I can get them out now. Okay, these are from 1925, and these are put out by Imperial Tobacco Company of Canada. They're printed in England. Some of these actually have a good following on a PSA. These are not going to grade any more than a 5. This one might have graded okay, but I think there's a printing flaw right there. Arthur G. Havers. And then there's the back. There's a 50 in the set, and I've got probably about 17 or 18 of them. The Massey Shot, top of the swing, number 21, How to Play Golf. That's in really awesome condition. I'm going to try to put the set together, but I've looked on eBay from other sellers. They're not $1. They're like $40, $50, $100 a card, and graded is somewhere in that, and for non-graded as well. I don't know what the price variations for some of these are just absolutely crazy. I just really like these. They are my oldest sports set that I'm working on. And these are mostly Arthur G. Havers. There's a few other guys in the set here. There's a cool one there. Like I said, they're in pretty awesome condition for sports cards of this age. Hopefully they're showing up on the screen. I got all these for the same price, less than the price of one T206 or a 5 or whatever. Abe Mitchell. This one's got some staining on it, which would bring it down to probably like a 2 or something like that, or 3. The highest one is, I think, 8 or 7.5. I'm not sure. It's not super high. But for cards of this era, The British tobacco cards can get very, very high grades. They've survived in amazingly good condition. There's Abe Mitchell. I'm taking a little time here just to show you these. The Mashie Shot stance. Arthur G. Havers again. I think there's 3 or 4 guys in the set. George Duncan. This one's got some damage to the front a little bit and the back a little bit, but that's perfectly fine with me. I'm happy to pay $1 a piece. I think I actually got a discount, so I'm sure that it came in relatively good shape. I just don't always approve of some of the shipping methods that people use, especially cards that date back to 1925. I mean, they've survived this long. I don't want the post office or some dumb little bag to damage them. There's that one there. But take a look at this set here. I've seen several pieces. See, this one's got a crease in it. That was like that. But you know, last minute I said these things are costing so much in really bad condition. I might as well grab all they had. They had some for auction, which I didn't mess with. They actually had some duplicates that had sold before for a couple bucks, between $1 and $2. Some of the auctions sold for about 50 cents maybe. George Duncan again. And the last two, Havers and Duncan. Really neat cards for my collection. Hoping these will fit in some of the pages. I mentioned to somebody that the BCW pages are just very, very, very ergonomic. Or not ergonomic, but there's very little room for any margin of error. This one is pretty dirty on the back there. This one's not too bad there. If you look at G's Mikey's video, showing off autographs and tobacco cards and vintage cards, how they're stored, it's quite amazing stuff. So hope you enjoyed that. And like I said, these are I guess you have to look up Imperial Tobacco, how to play golf, and that is the tobacco cards that I've gotten for this set here. I don't have a favorite yet. Probably the one with the hat, the guy wearing the hat. Probably this one here is one of my favorite, Abe Mitchell. And then there was another one, I think, the guy wearing the hat there. There's another one of my favorites, because I actually have a hat from that time period, similar to that. So, hope you enjoyed that, and hope you learned a little bit about a lesser-known tobacco product, which is actually still highly sought after. And thank you for watching.